Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode's coming to you at 5:30. That's it. How you doing? How's it going? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Doing okay today. I'm real tired today. I don't know why. Sometimes I just feel this way. I will probably be fine. It's Friday. I'll just have a coffee a little later. I'm sure it'll be good. Usually it passes. But who knows? Maybe I'll just be tired all day today. It's like this sometimes. It's Awoken today. Ugh. Anything interesting? Not really. We're probably gonna put up a video for 20 minutes till dawn. I had a pretty fun run in Endless that I just had come to an end. The run happened on stream last night, but it was like a 24-hour run because it's endless. It can go forever. Pretty fun for the analytics, I imagine. People go, "Oh wow, run went on forever." It was honestly kind of boring. I just sat there, but eventually it crashed the game, which was fun. Anyway, yeah, I'll have to edit it together a little bit, but you know, it's fine. I don't know if I mentioned this by the way, but I'm playing Stanley Parable on Twitch right now for my Friday subscriber game. So whenever I finish doing Chrono Trigger for you, I will probably bring that over if you're interested. That's it. I'm gonna hop in now. So first I have to ask you a question, of course. Today I want to talk about early access. How do you feel about early access? Big revolutionary thing, changed the landscape of gaming, I feel. I gotta say, up until very recently I was a big proponent of early access. However, I feel like early access from the perspective of a content creator, not a huge fan. Because by the time the game reaches a complete state where I would want to play it, people are already sick of it and have moved on. It's very rough for me. It's great for games, don't get me wrong, so I'm not too selfish. I respect early access, but by the time, like Gordian Quest is a great example, right? I imagine that game would have had a little more, like I looked on Twitch and it's basically nobody streaming it, and I think that's pretty much because everyone who was going to put a bunch of time streaming that game has already done it over the last 2 years. It's kind of a weird one, you know, because it's like the game's been out for 2 years, but it hasn't. But it has. So I don't know, kind of a toss-up. Maybe it's just, also could just be that it's not as popular as I expected, but Monster Train just did a 1.0 release out of nowhere. No early access, and I feel like this game did better for me than I would have expected. But either way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's begin. Awoken, Exile, Stygian, Rage Talos, Failure Arcus, Chase Sarah, Vinegrass, Flash Freeze, Restoring, Retreat. I'm gonna say as well, on the topic of that early access, let me make these choices first. This had Vinegrass? No, it had Restoring, Retreat, and Vinegrass. I don't like starting with Golden Vaults. I'll take Thorn Casing. Golden Vault's just gonna cost me a lot of money in the early game. Was it Stygian Secondary? I'm gonna go Cultivating because Stygian Secondary means I have access to Hot Shark, which is like Spike Sentient if Spike Sentient was unbelievably strong. I will get hit for this trial, but that's okay. Yeah, on the topic of early access though, I did mostly just talk about my perspective on early access as someone who makes content. What do you feel about early access as someone who just plays video games, most likely? Maybe you make content, I don't know. Hard for me to say either way, but I only really talked about that from that perspective as a creator, and not from the perspective of like, yeah, I think early access is generally pretty good for video games overall. Storing Retreat, wowee. Look at how good it is here. It's to give me another full round to Frostbite up this target. Really though, I should Frostbite up Chains, because I think Chains will actually kill me here. Doing some rough math in my head. I think I do about 70 damage to Chains as is. I'm gonna play it like this. I want to get this enemy below 20. I don't want it to 12. I will Flash Freeze Chains. You are not below 20. You know, at this point, I'm just gonna full greed. I'm gonna go for it. I think with the healing I played and the frostbite, yeah, could be enough like this. Pretty surprising first combat, I gotta say. 0 damage taken with a trial here For Cultivating Sentient? You know, as much as I think Foregone Power is frustrating, the card is also extremely strong in some circumstances, such as this one. Now, the world is not always Hot Shark, so I should play this game like I'm not guaranteed to see that unit and take Glimmer. Crypt Builder sounds pretty good. Hey, it's Hot Shark. Wow. What a world. Now, I do kind of want to take Animus of Will, but Animus of Will struggles to do any damage in this run, I fear. He needs some sort of other piece of scaling. Also, I think Hot Shark has a little bit of anti-synergy, though, because you're going to kill things that you need to have hit Cultivating Sentient here. It's a tough one, though. Multi-Strike? Wowee. Shattered Shell? Wowee. Now, if I had taken Spike Sentient, I could play Thorned Hollow, or Awoken Hollow here. But I did not, so we got a little bit of thinking to do here. One sec, let me brain blast it here. I'm processing. The question is simple. What do I think is better? Throwing away the Sentient or going for a Spike Sentient, or playing the Sentient and just playing Shattered Shell? I think the answer is playing the Sentient and playing Shattered Shell here. Does nullify my Glimmer pick, but that's okay. Slap a multi-strike on this young lord. Give him an infusion of 1 Animus of Will. And he's 10 HP. 10 HP is scary. Plus 10 is worthless. So the only other thing... Quick is bad. We've discussed this one at length. Quick is not good for this unit because it's Cultivating Sentient. Feels like a no-brainer to give him a plus 25, doesn't it? So, it's tough, but I think it's okay. That's my feeling here. I think we'll be fine. Probably. I guess, you know what the downside is of taking health? He doesn't catch up to the Sentient that fast, though. But he catches up to the Sentient. That's a bit of a mistake, maybe. Because maybe it matters. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Hopefully we just see Razor Sharp and everything's fine. We'll see. I want to play bottom floor here, but I also don't want to play bottom floor here. I want to play bottom floor just to stop the second wave from walking at me. However, don't want to play bottom floor because it gives me the opportunity to draw Vine Grasp and then maybe get some scaling going like so. Wow. What a twist. I actually should have killed this enemy, this protector, or hit him with it, I guess, more accurately, but nonetheless, here we are. It does do some damage to me. I think it makes sense to just Flash Freeze Drip Ball, maybe kill him next turn. He doesn't heal anything from any of this, because that's all armor damage he's taken. 38. Damn. Like right here is an example though, the Sentient is already stealing from the Shattered Shell here. Pretty heavily too. I think that this goes away a little bit when we get into later combats because the Sentient will have more health. But for now it is like a real concern. Look at this. If I Glimmer, I bet I lose damage for Glimmering, right? It's a bit of a thinker here. He's 245. But if I play Glimmer, I'm saving health, but I'm losing a lot. Oh, you know what you do here? You just pull this guy to the front. There it is. I found it. I knew there was something I was supposed to do there. The sound broke on Combat 2 again. A classic. Seems okay. Happens sometimes, but I don't know why. 1 damage taken. Not the end of the world. Guess I go Steel Enhancer. I really wanted to see Razor Sharp Edge there, but alas. Now the run gets a little more confusing because I have no way to really scale Shattered Shell. And yeah, it's tough, I think. It's tough. I think we're gonna need to go for Stygian spells carrying me. Hope for the best. I don't know. Nothing here. Maybe it's like maybe a good artifact wins it. Trader's Quill. I have no consumes. I'll take the Kinstone Totem. This one's a bit of an uphill battle from here, I fear. I mean, like ×5 steel enhancer. It is something. I think it's bad is the something. I think it's not good. It's a play though. 3 attack? Maybe it makes a big difference. Who knows? I don't think so. I think it's probably... I don't really like any of this, to be honest with you. I'll take 1 more steel enhancer. How's that? That seems okay. Nice middle ground play. Not really what I was hoping for, but I don't know what I was hoping for there, to be honest with you. I think I've kind of boxed myself into a corner here that is going to be hard to pull out of. I had to see Razor Sharp Edge, or else I was just going to fall apart. And now with no Razor Sharp Edge, I believe I am going to indeed fall apart. Like here, for example, play Sentient top floor. No Cultivate. Because the damage is too high. Cultivates herself. This is a real problem. Like, I can't get Shattered Shell to start killing things because the Sentient has too much health. Or no, the Sentient doesn't have enough health. Shattered Shell has too much health. I can't believe this is a real issue of this magnitude. I thought maybe the 12, I thought it would Cultivate actually. This is my B. I didn't know. I think it's actually impossible for the Sentient to give Shattered Shell a Cultivate here. What a weird problem. Maybe I draw a Steel Enhancer or something. I don't know. Again, the problem goes away post-Talos, so I just have to get out of this combat. Yeah, here's Steel Enhancer. I prefer the Sentient to be 0 HP, but you know what? It's alright. I'm chipping away at enemies. I'm gonna be stacking Frostbite on Talos as much as I can. And we're gonna hope for the best. I think that in this position, we're no longer thinking about like, oh, if I kill these enemies, I'm losing Shattered Shell plays, I'm losing Cultivates. I'm losing my freaking Sentient, man. He's gotta live. Fighting out here. That show will have time later. Yeah, like this is 20 damage. I don't think I can abide. I can't let 20 damage happen for like, what, 12 attack? It's not worth. I don't think, anyway. It might have been worth it trying to play 2 Restoring Retreats to move down a floor, but I don't know about that. Just for the heal on the Restoring Retreat though, I think that's pretty bad. But I did think about it. At the end of this one though, at the end of this combat, we're gonna look back and we're gonna go, wow, Flash Freeze, huh? Wow, Flash Freeze. I mean, there's a lot of damage from Flash Freeze. 27. That's like 1, 2, 3. It's like 3. It's like 60. It's like 80 damage. Maybe not that crazy. It looked scary, but we come out of it alright, I suppose. Big Rail Spike. Get out, get this fucking loser boss out of my game so I can play Thorned Hollow already. Remove Chase Seraph. I want to play Thorned Hollow. Game sucks. Don't need energy. I have Kinhost Totem, so or yeah, Kinstone Totem. I'm gonna take draw, but I know I have draw from the Sentient, but I think it's still good. Could go look for, say my apologies, say hey please Hot Shark get me out of this. I think Hot Shark is actually really bad here though. Yeah, it's very anti-everything I'm trying to do. I think our win condition is to go take a bunch of spell upgrades. Not those ones. Not double stack. I don't like this. I do like getting rid of 2 trains, 2 arbs. The cultivating issue kind of goes away now because the Sentience health goes to 80. I think in hindsight I wouldn't take the plus 25 though. Just scary. You probably keep up though. Yeah. Really what I wanted here? Probably a Battlestone, but Battlestone would actually be awful. Because, you know, Doesn't really work that way. It's just 10 HP. I would take it maybe just for the 10 HP. Maybe 10 HP 3 spikes was the look. I'm not gonna take anything else from that magic shop. This is an extreme stone. Did I not take? I did not take restoration detonation. Less than piercing. I want to get rid of glimmer. I don't want to soup up my spells too much. Like, I don't want to extreme stone and restore here, I don't think. I think armor 15 is really bad. I think that's like doom. I think it's terrible. Now, if I play bottom floor here, stop curses from happening is a plus. I'm gonna take a lot from this Clip Defender, but I think I'm going to take a lot from this Clip Defender anyway. Wow, what a great rail spike. What a ballin' pickup. Playing the Train Steward top floor here is good because if the collector goes up there, I get to I'm basically paying an energy to get the collector on top floor. If there's no collector up there, then whatever, pretty much. I'm gonna try something a little bit zany here, and I'm gonna put a flash freeze on my sentient for an extra few. It's an extra cultivate every round. It does come with some downsides, but I think I heal through. I would like to not take. What is this? This is 130. I'm taking 10 from that enemy. This is also. I played bottom floor because this is Party Boy boss. I think I'm good now. I'm gonna heal. Heal died of frostbite. I'm gonna take 8, maybe 6. That looked like 8, which is acceptable. I think that this one is doomed. I actually think that this is really, really bad. Sentient keeps getting cultivates. Cut it out. I need the Sentient to like exclude herself from cultivating or some shit. I don't know. Tough out here. It's very tough, but at the end of the day, we get a big unit up in the back. He's just not gonna have. He's ×3, so I guess the numbers aren't that crazy that we have to reach. I need to take big heals like focused growth, I think, to have a chance. Siren Song seems really bad. I take Preserve or Ice Storm. Ice Storm I think is bad because it'll kill backline against me and I don't want that. I'm gonna take Preserve because I want to be able to freeze heals for the turn that I need them. Missing a big heal could just be death, so. Melee weakness would be really good here. Of course, we're gonna go to a lot of these looking for melee weakness for the Shattered Shell. Nexus Spike. Can I do anything fun with Nexus Spike here? I think so. I could just make it +6/+6 and put 2 steel enhancers in it. Or I could make it 2 Vine Grasps. I think I want to make it something like that. Actually, maybe I make it Crypt Builder plus. I mean, I can't put a non-targeted spell on it. Could you make a? Okay. I think Nexus Spike is okay here. Think about this card, right? Foregone Power plus Crypt Builder. And then you duplicate it. You draw 5 of that card and it just discards, like you play it, it has Offering and discard a random card, so it just chain plays your whole hand. I think that's really goofy. I also think it's not very good. Sadly. I think that what we want to play here is probably just like double Steel Enhancer +6/+6 or double Vine Grasp. A little more flexibility on that card. Or maybe even more realistically, the best thing to do is just purge a Foregone Power here. Or no, you know what I purge? I purge Glimmer. I don't want to play that card. There it is. A shame, but... Totem Fragment, Cuddlebeard, Gnarled Root. Like... I guess Totem Fragment, but it has... Like, I can't kill everything with it. But maybe it's good enough to just help me along. Oh, what's in the magic shop? Double stack. Take a -1. I want to make focused growth cheaper. And I will plus 10 another restore. Trying to keep the sentient high on HP here. Let's roll. Freezing rail spike is okay. I think I take focus growth to 0. You can put plus 20 consume on the purge cards? That's shocking. I did not think they would let you do that. Huh. Weird. Right on, I suppose. Again, I feel like we're digging our way out of a pretty deep trench right now. This is a great combat though. Sycophant combat with cultivating sentient, you love it. Very nice. I don't know why I played those. There's no reason to. Into these glimmers, I'm not saving them for anything. Yeah. I think that the big takeaway from this run is that the plus 25 on the Shattered Shell might have been wrong. However, on the Divinity, I may be changing my tune a little bit, so we will see. The hard part about this deck right now is that I just have no card to draw. There's not a card that I'm digging through this deck trying to rapid fire and find. It's pretty worthless. Not many of these cards do anything for me. It's just throwing heals on the sentient and then going, maybe I should flash freeze to get a few more cultivates out. And it seems to be the correct play, typically. I just, I don't like it. Not ideal, is it? Oh, Vinegrasp takes Sentient to 62 and then Sentient cultivates herself. Need bigger heals, right? That's what I need. I need to give the Sentient more healing power so that I stop. But I'm just in a losing battle trying to get the Sentient back to full HP right now. Now in this fight it is pretty nice, to be fair. Be like pulling this guy forward or whatever, but I didn't really need to, did I? Okay. Engraft is not really what I'm looking for here. It's heal 1 HP, but for what? Yeah, I mean nothing really. It's a healing card, I guess, and it is free though. I guess it's fine. Hey, video game, I need you to give me like damage spells now to go with Totem Fragment. Look at artifacts. I don't know, I'm looking for something that makes me go, ah yeah, that's it right there, that's the winner. I've added very little, and I often find this to be the case with Awoken Stygian, where it's Awoken main, you just have nothing to play. I missed Razor Sharp Edge, so now the run is very hard. Firestone Housing is okay, I guess. Let's me go look for, I don't know, another multi-strike maybe? I should have checked this event first. Nah, it's just Bone Dog. Get the hell out of here, Bone Dog. Have a foregone power. Imagine playing Bone Dog here? God, that would suck. I'm gonna keep my pack shards low into Arcus. I think I'd probably get smoked by this boss, though. We'll fight it out, of course, but I don't like my odds. Yeah. A little bit grim. But maybe I will be proven wrong. I think that taking 30 is a death sentence. You have to kill that 15 times too. Doesn't feel great though, does it? Not really, because we have a whole other suite of issues now. I think I'm gonna play like playing craft. I'm gonna play. No, I could just play Crypt Builder. I think that playing Crypt Builder is a short-term cool idea that's actually really bad in the long term. And I need to make a play towards not dying to Arcus here, which is going to be stacking 16 Frostbite on him. Just accept the, whatever, 18 damage, who cares? I don't have time to care about that. Truly. Similarly, don't feel like I have a whole lot of time to worry about this. I just have to get this guy out of 12 times 3. Oh my god, what a nightmare. My own fault. I know that this isn't gonna go well. The setup that I'm running here, I know this is bad. This is just a setup where I had one idea for the run, and the idea was very simple. Don't miss Razor Sharp Edge. And I missed Razor Sharp Edge, and now everything's rough. I think I do want to play Flash Freeze on my Sentient here. Because I don't want to incant that hand up by 1. But if I discard cards, I'm gonna miss, so... It's a tough call, though. Where are we? We're at 39 times 3. 47 times 3. Arcus kills us very fast. Oh, what a terrible incant shard. You're such a bitch, Arcus. That's so bad. I've been in this position before. We have to make some concessions here. These cards go away. Play out the restores. What is it? It's probably like you play Flash Freeze and then you play Focus Growth, and we accept that these 2 cards just leave the deck basically here. Can't miss the Focus Growth there, no way. I've stacked up a 35 Frostbite to try and fight our way out of this one. Like this. Yeah. Cool. 47 Frostbite. I mean, we're getting somewhere. We're fighting for it. I want to freeze the Crypt Builder, I think. Maybe I can play it next turn. And 180 damage would help. Do we make it? Oh, we make it like by an inch. We make it out of this. Okay, but a W is a W. Yeah, good job, Crypt Builder. That's fine. We lived. In a lot of iterations of this run, I died there. But I've played that exact situation and lost trying to greed before, so, you know. Man, if the Divinity didn't exist in his current form, I would pick Hoarfrost Effigy here, and we would win by doubling Frostbite on him. But, sadly, I don't think that that's very viable. No. Thinking about what if I could do, like, a carrier unit? Have a unit that I just... Yeah, here's a really goofy idea. Hold over Hoarfrost Effigy, hold over... what is it? Root? What's the root card? Root 1. Something grass. Ensnaring grass, whatever. That card. And then you just keep an enemy locked on a floor, like the second floor, and double its Frostbite every turn until it one-shots the Divinity. That'd be pretty wacky. How's Spreading Spores here? Not very good. What is that card? Energy's pretty worthless. My whole deck is basically free, so I'm gonna take double draw, I guess. Gotta look at the logbook. Is it just called Ensnare? It might just be called Ensnare. It is just called Ensnare. Well, everything sucks. This run's really bad. I have to take 60 pack shards in the next 2 rings, which is like, on what? I don't know, I just have to take both of the upgrades in both of these. My feeling is that our odds of winning this are very low, presently. I've removed a lot of garbage from this deck. The deck is just waiting for a single card that is worth playing. Any singular card that makes me go, oh yeah, there it is. Cultivating 3. To take both of these. Restore. I see Value Stone, Rail Spike, it's fine. And then you do that. Yeah. I'm short by 10, right? In actuality. Because if I take 15, I'm at Was it set 80? I'm at 90, so I have to go here and duplicate one of the 15s. Probably low rail spike is fine if I live. Fight's winnable. Probably the best fight we could see here. We have to keep the sentient alive somehow, but I think it's very doable. 3 times 3. A real shame, though, because if I had recognized this, I could have gone Steel Shop and looked for another multi-strike or something. I didn't recognize that I didn't have enough pack shards until it was too late. What a shame. We got him to 12 times 3. If I could play, like... If I could get an ensnare here, maybe? I'm trying to think of how you weasel your way out of a run like this. It's something like ensnare, surely. We get a lot of value out of this turn, at least. Like, this is the sort of combat I need to have a chance of surviving this. But also the enemies infused, they're not infusing in a bad way for me. Tough, man. Real tough. Do I have, like, units? I have no units. I can't go to that. If I go to the steel shop, I cannot go to the Divinity, so the whole point is ruined. What a shame. I wonder what the idea is supposed to be on a run like this. Like, what are you supposed to take? Probably you're supposed to take a Siren. Just take a Siren and let that scale you. Or take spikes and play the Awoken Hollow. That would probably work as well. This card, Vine Grasp, if I'm not going to play it on an enemy, playing it on the Sentient is always better than not because it's 3 attack. You're minus 3 HP, but you're gaining anyway. Fighting for you here, Sentient. It's just a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage coming through. Is that like 200 attack? Or 200 health, I mean. It's gotta keep her alive. I would like... There's so many cards I can think of that would get me out of this, but I have a feeling that Monster Train is going to show me none of them. What are a few of them? Well, we could see... Ensnare would be good. Unleash the Wildwood would be good. Razor Sharp Edge would be good. You can't see that card here, of course. Focus Growth is fine. These cards are not fine. Maybe Titan's Tooth here I'm supposed to take, but I think it's just counterintuitive. I think it just messes with my already very bad scaling. Those don't seem very good. A plus 10 piercing for Engraft, sure. A spell chain for Awoken's Rail Spike, sure. Or Crypt Builder, one of the two. Probably let's just do it on Rail Spike, it's fine. Oh wait, no, that's not fine. I don't want to duplicate that card. What the hell? That's a terrible idea. Faulty Loader is very good. That is an answer to our problems, sort of. Yeah, I shouldn't have spell chained this. Now I go over on pack shards, which is just terrible. That's a pretty big mistake. Something I didn't think about. But now I'm over by 10. Not ideal. Make Focus Growth 3. Put a plus 10 on Restore. You can heal 22. We're constantly fighting to heal through. 10 piercing on Engraft. I got another double stack here. I can Graft do 21. Let's spend a removal to get rid of the bad Restore. And that's it. Alright, I have zero faith. I think that this run is extremely doomed. We just don't have the damage. This plan was not good, and I should not have played it. The end. I think that's the whole run summed up very quickly, very succinctly. This was a bad idea. I should not have played it like this. But maybe we can Vine Grasp our way through somehow. Use this, I guess. sadly it's Chase Seraph, so I can't even really cheese my way out of this with Frostbite. It has to come from Shattered Shell getting a lot of kills here that we win. This doesn't even do anything. Now, fortunately, Seraph has given us 2 free slays to get us started. Plus the melee weakness here, maybe it's going to be okay. Oh, never mind. That melee weakness doesn't exist anymore. Although, hey, the cut on the spell weakness was pretty helpful, actually. Wait a minute. This is too much damage. I was thinking about putting Flash Freeze on my Sentient here. It's too much. You can't do that. No way. He's dying out here. We can't get away with that. No chance. I may as well get the little bits of Frostbite that I can here. It's just so hard to get back to full HP here, I feel. Wow, it's crazy. Chase Seraph cutting the spell weakness is giving me some amount of hope that we can survive this. Because he's letting me set these Pyre Wings to a health point I can actually hit and kill. I shouldn't have taken that 3. And the focus growth and all of these plus cards and the Awoken Grail Spikes making my deck all very cheap. Hang on a second. I think that the problem is we just get crunched by any mini boss in this Divinity fight though. Who knows though, maybe I'll be surprised yet. But like, how in the world do it has to be a well-timed draw of Crypt Builder, I guess. I'll do what I can with what I have. I've given myself no good tools though. But we will live this fight. So, you know what? I consider making it to the Divinity. Oh, spell weakness got cut. Whatever. I consider making it to the Divinity here a pretty big success even. What a world. And I'm pretty sure we make it there. I'm gonna keep stacking these Flash Freezes. There's no reason not to put the Frostbite out. We get 450 damage there. He's at 3337. I'm gonna fight to heal up as much as I can. Don't quite have the kill here. So I do have to kind of miss my next turn. Oh, 4 is fine. Wow. That is 3 Steel Enhancers. Makes no difference. No, it does make a difference. I actually stole a kill from myself there. Not great. There's still Rail Spikes in this deck? What the hell, man? I feel like I've played 500 Awoken's Rail Spikes at this point. How do I have another one of this card in here? Fine Grass, sure. I think that in Relentless now, I am no longer interested in letting these 15-3s hit me for scaling. I think I am now worried about my health bar only. This is now damage that I will not heal back. My mouse just died? What the heck? There it goes. Hey, we won. Cool. I actually think that if it weren't for the mini-bosses, this would be winnable. I think that without the mini-bosses on the Divinity, this is a winnable run. I think that there is not really a conceivable way to get around the mini-bosses here. Although there are more targets for Shattered Shell to kill, and a pretty soft first wave, and consistent cultivate scaling from the Divinity, so who knows, maybe we get there. All I'm saying is I'd be surprised. It's a great step 1 though, we got the right first round. This is what I was talking about. We took this so we can freeze focus growth on a turn like this. So that I don't have to worry about, oh, I didn't really need that here. We just go Steel Enhancers, we go Focus Growth here. Just want to play out my hand a little bit. So I'm gonna drop this Rail Spike to draw 4. I want to keep it rolling. I think it's enough with the melee weakness here. I think he'll kill this wave. Is this winnable? Is this winnable? think I want to stop that spikes wave from, like, having spikes. Handful. Fine. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna stop this enemy from having spikes. Let's freeze the rail spike here. I think we might be able to do this. I think I'd pop up on. No reason to play the other one. You could put it on the other guy, on the Shattered Shell, but I actually want to keep his health lower so that he's always the one getting the scaling. Okay, so what's next? Well, first and foremost, I need Divine Grasp chains to the front before he's top floor so that I can play Crypt Builder on him. It should be a near guarantee that I'm able to put Crypt Builder on him here. I think I'm going to end up letting this Reflector live, but I think that... No, just throw 60 damage at you and throw a Flash Freeze and then pull you back up. That's fine. I think I just end my turn. The Spikes dies, that's good. How's it looking? Oh my god, we're gonna do it. No way! There's no way! We killed the Spikes wave! 81 times 3. I need to draw... Let's see here. Both Crypt Builders preserved. I want to play Rail Spike now. Oh, what a disastrous draw. Owie. That's really bad. Don't give up hope yet. Foregone Power hit Crypt Builder. Great. Pull him forward, hit him again. Fucking juggling this guy around. Absolutely got him. I think he dies now. Yeah, he is dead now. That's 333. Next problem that we have to deal with is the Sentient's health is depleting. I am no longer... It's now a different balancing act. Sentient's running out of health. And it's a problem because this wave does too much damage. This wave always has done too much damage, but in this position it does far too much damage. So what I need to do now is I need to start lessening the impact of future waves. Like this. And we just kill the 50 damage off because it's not worth the scaling anymore. This is a different problem for a different moment. I think what you're meant to do here is just kill the Wiltwings. Because this guy alone represents 50 damage. That is too much damage for one Sentient to take. Even still, I think she's on death's door, but I should have 2 focus growths, yeah, coming up here. Oh, she's okay. There's still a pretty good amount of trouble. Why are you taking 22? Oh, because it's 10 times 2 on the Divinity, okay. Should be fine. I am going to... First of all, we have to heal the Sentient, no doubt about that. This enemy will never live this. Sentient's back to full. 147 times 3 is how much? 3, it's 450, and you are 724. I drop both Crypt Builders off of this Rail Spike again, I'm gonna be mad. Hey, it's fine. This is actually ideal. We'd preserve here. So I can freeze this Crypt Builder for next turn and get the full value damage. About 600 on our Shattered Shell right now. I think I'm gonna actually, in an unbelievable turn of events, I think I'm gonna sneak out of this one alive. I think we win this run. There's a bit of an issue still over here. I want to pick this enemy off. I think ideally I just set up like... Yeah. Kill those 2. I might still die because I don't think... I need to draw a focus growth now. which is a little hard. Well, I don't have enough damage now. I don't have enough health now, I should say. What a shame. I really lose this after all of this, man. Just don't have enough health on Shattered Shell now. If you play this again and keep the Sentient alive, or you put, like, if you pivot it a little bit here, that turns out a little differently. Yeah, I just need, like, I need, like, one more round. You turn this one around a little bit. I think the last Focus Growth I played, I needed to put on this Shattered Shell. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll replay it. I think it's actually a pretty clear path forward now, but I just lost my way a little bit here. We'll go quick here, don't worry. I think I preserved that last time, it's whatever. That's a pretty minor choice, all things considered. I did not ping any of this stuff off. We would freeze this. I'd probably play something like... and then draw 3. Yeah, feels about right. It's tough, man. I also think that if I didn't fuck up my pack shards, that would have been a win in that position as well. So, last time around, I did not make that play, and that's the mistake. I was trying to be too cautious with my HP, and I don't think that that's correct. Too cautious with my Shattered Shell's HP. I think that that's incorrect. I'm actually going to go so far as to also ping off this enemy. I'm going to start, like, I have to make more accurate value assessments of enemies' damage versus health value. But you know what that does? That lets the Spikes enemy live. That's a little bit silly of me, isn't it? Still gonna die. Don't need to play any healing here. I'll play a Spike. 16? Really? Piercing heal. Yeah, now you know what I didn't do? I didn't think about I didn't put as much damage into chains here. I was busy focusing on this. Yeah. I messed up actually here pretty heavily. This isn't good, because now chains is 540. And he's full HP, because I didn't pull him forward and knock him back. But it's actually not so bad. So you can just guarantee setup here. Guarantee a 180, and he's probably not gonna hurt me. Different way through the same problem. Yeah. Heal this. But he gets pulled to the back? Ugh. Could probably let that curse hit me. I don't know. End card's coming up. Let's see what's in the rail spike. It's, yeah, wow. Man, that's tough. I could just take the 14. I mean, because now I'm behind, right? Now I have all these other problems. I got this 25 pair hitting me. I got this 50 damage enemy hitting me. I think I pulled this guy up to the front. Chains really slowed me down, though. I gotta say. The curses he generated were really, really rough. Missing so much. Even though my draw is pretty good, I'm fighting. My healing is very limited. Throw a foregone power at that guy and he dies. Would have liked to have killed the multi-strike, but that's okay. I'll be alright. This is a really hard combat to play out correctly. There's so much going on in it. There's so many different problems to deal with, and like, they're all so slightly varied. Like, we're always so close to this being just fine. I'm gonna kill this enemy. I did say it's always worth it to do this, but I actually don't think that's the case here. I think that 3 damage isn't worth it. Let's see if this was enough. Maybe with this amount of healing it is. Let's see. I think now is where you just shift everything into, like, this is what I missed last time. I just shift everything now into capping up Shattered Shell's HP. Oh wow, what a good draw. Can also have this one turn around a little bit by drawing a little better. Yeah, I was hoping for Crypt Builder there. Just assume this guy doesn't kill me. Yeah, it's like, what, 3 hits at 15? It's fine. Now that should be enough to win, right? Surely. No? It's a lot better. Probably just like one in graph. Yeah, okay. So it was winnable. Would have liked to have gotten this on the first time around. I just had to recognize you have to cap Shattered Shell's HP to win Relentless, but, you know. I didn't really think about how much damage Chains does to me there. That's what the real problem was. The dude took like 5 draws from me in a deck where I have 5 healing cards out of 23. It's tough, man. But again, so many different singular things make that better, right? Don't accidentally take too many pack shards, or get a razor sharp edge, or I don't know, how about a better healing card? There are like so many things. But yeah, whatever. I feel like this does surprisingly well, because Divinity is hitting you so much that Shattered Shell gets to get going very fast. But it's close. I feel like you die a lot on Combat 7, actually, with that setup. Like, a slightly different Combat 7, and you just die. And by that, I mean the Kurtz combat. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.